Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Headlines with Amr. Today is Friday, September 19th, and you are watching episode 38. And we, my friends, are getting started in Utah. That's right, we're gonna talk about that thing. Prominent alt-right voice Charlie Kirk was killed last week in Utah. And if you are any human being residing here on planet Earth with any combination of with any one of the five senses, you've likely reached the conclusion that yes, killing is bad, and yes, that includes the killing of bad people. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. In fact, I want to jump to a question that's been on my mind as I've watched and evaluated a lot of the things that have happened in the wake of his death. A question on my mind that surfaced when the NFL did a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. A question that surfaced when I saw our current administration doing things like prayer vigils, lowering the flag to half-mast, doing a special presidential proclamation. Questions. It reminded me of when I've had this same question when the members of the public seemed ready to pardon a group of people who stormed the Capitol with the intent to kill, and an administration that actually did pardon them. You know, we make excuses for some actors, but not for others. And it seems like this has always been the case in our country. And so begs that question that's been on my mind ever since. Who gets to be human? That, and of course, a couple funny anecdotes like self-absorbed, self-indulgent, prominent media columnist, self-aspiring, self-appointed conscience of the left, supposedly, quote unquote, Ezra Klein, is jealous of Charlie Kirk and really exploited his death to partially put forth his own relevance. And of course, FBI Director Kash Patel, a member of two communities that Charlie Kirk despised, telling him, "Rest now, brother, I will see you at Valhalla." Well, gosh. You know, when it's time to Ragnarok, I don't think Charlie Kirk is gonna give a fuck about you. I think he might throw you to the wolves, my man. And also, what is with all these weenie little loser dudes so obsessed with going to battle? These guys wouldn't last a second on the battlefield. The only thing they're good at is being rude, insensitive, racist, and really just mean and unkind. Now, I was gonna close today's episode with a very entertaining story out of Cape May, New Jersey, about an actual Humpty Dumpty who had a great fall after he was stolen from a mini golf course and dropped. That's actually the whole entire story. But we're out of time. And instead, I want to close with a quote. Well, I want to close with a reminder that violence is bad and a quote from James Baldwin. "We can disagree and still love one another, unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and my right to exist." That's all for this week. Thank you all for watching. I hope everyone has a lovely, peaceful weekend, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.